Ah, you've returned. I'm so glad you're here. It is time for chapter 25, and yes, I have another memory to share. There are nights when the world feels quiet, but not empty. Some silences are gentle, the kind that lets a person rest. Others listen. Long ago, when I was younger, I lived in a very small house, tatami floors, thin paper walls, and silence that stretched through the night like an unmoving lake. For many weeks, that silence comforted me. But slowly, I began to notice something. Whenever I spoke aloud, the room would answer, not with words, no, nothing so clear. It began with very small things, a shift in the floor, a faint rustle, the soft pressure of air moving where no window had opened. If I sat quietly, nothing happened. But the moment I spoke, something responded. At first, I blamed the house. Old wood breathes, tatami settles, paper doors sigh when night air changes. That is what I told myself, and for a while I believed it. But after many nights, a pattern appeared. The sounds did not happen randomly. They came only after my voice. If I whispered, something moved. If I cleared my throat, the room shifted, as though the silence itself had turned its attention toward me. So one night, I decided to test something. I sat in the dark, no lamp, no candle, only moonlight slipping softly through the paper screen, and I spoke, very quietly. "Is someone there?" For several seconds, nothing happened. The room remained perfectly still, and I laughed at myself. Old houses make fools of us. Lonely minds hear what they expect to hear. So I placed my hands on the tatami and began to stand. But just as I moved, something answered, not across the room, not near the door, no, right beside me. So close. I felt the air change, as though something had leaned closer to hear me better. I did not look. Sometimes it is wiser not to see. Instead, I spoke again, even softer than before. "Were you listening?" For a long moment, nothing moved, but beside me there was weight, not touching, not breathing, but present, the kind of presence that gently reminds you you are no longer alone. Eventually, the pressure faded, the air loosened, and the room returned to its patient silence. After that night, I stopped speaking to empty rooms because sometimes they are not empty at all. And sometimes whatever listens may begin to expect your voice. Tell me, have you ever spoken aloud when you believed you were alone? And if you did the room remain silent? Another whispered story from Japan, where paper walls remember every whisper, and the quiet corners of old rooms sometimes lean closer, just to hear you speak. I remain here, between lantern light and darkness, watching, waiting for those who return to listen.